Colorado awards $113 million in broadband grants. South Dakota, $32 million. NTIA issues BEAD guidance, and U.S. pay TV subscriber numbers decline at a record pace. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. 13 applicants will share more than $113 million in awards made through the Advanced Colorado Broadband Grant Program and administered by the Colorado Broadband Office. The two largest awards of more than $25 million will go to Clear Networks for 5 projects and Mavericks Broadband for 3. City of Fort Collins Connection is slated to receive $10.8 million for 4 projects. Among the other awardees, the Southern Ute Indian Tribe. There were a total of 112 applications requesting $642 million in funding. South Dakota has awarded more than $32 million for rural broadband grants. Gallatin Wireless, doing business as Celerity Internet, receiving the largest award of better than $15 million. Santel Communications Cooperative, slated to receive $13.4 million. And Iowa-based Long Lines Broadband, doing business as Jefferson Telephone Company, was awarded $3.7 million. Awards were made through the Connect SD program with funding from a 2021 legislative appropriation, along with relinquished projects and closed projects that came in under budget. NTIA has issued adjusted guidance related to the Broadband Equity and Access Deployment Program in line with the Treasury Department's guidance for other broadband subsidy programs. Among the exemptions and modifications, the federal interest period, that's the length of time ISPs will be bound by terms and conditions of grants, that'll now be cut in half from 20 years down to 10. The first Fiber Broadband Association Regional Fiber Connect Workshop of 2024, just a month away, Thursday, February the 8th in Richmond, Virginia. On the agenda, NTIA Federal Program Officer Cassidy Rasnick, who will deliver a keynote on BEAD and the path ahead. As well, Virginia Office of Broadband Director Dr. Tamara Holmes will lead a wonderfully titled fireside chat. It's called Virginia, focused on broadband's common wealth. There will also be a look at how broadband helps Radford University with remote learning and online programs, as well as telehealth and advancing fiber deployment topics. SpaceX placed 21 satellites into orbit this week, 6 of them becoming the first Starlink satellites with direct-to-cellular capability. According to SpaceX, this will enhance terrestrial cellular networks, with cell phones able to access satellite-based texting, calling, and mobile data. Starlink has announced partnerships for reciprocal access with a number of mobile network operators, including T-Mobile in the U.S., Rogers in Canada, Optus in Australia, and 1NZ in New Zealand. The expectation is for the new satellites to deliver between 2 to 4 megabits per cell zone. U.S. pay TV subscribers dropped at a record pace during 2023. That from research firm MoffettNathanson. Q3 saw a loss of 900,000 subs for cable, telco, and satellite. That's the worst ever for a third quarter. Pay TV now shrinking at a record pace of 7.3%. Another finding of note, pay TV penetration now at only 54.8%. The last time it was that low, back in 1989. Meanwhile, YouTube TV picking up 350,000 subs for a total of 7 million. That represents 40% of the vMVPD sector. What would it take for viewers to switch to ad-supported streaming? Well, 2/3 of the consumers surveyed recently by Hub Entertainment said they'd do it just to save $5 a month. 50% said if ad breaks are shorter, they would pay more attention, with a 90-second break the tipping point. The move toward ad-supported streaming began with Netflix in 2022, Disney Plus and Max joining in back in 2023. A couple of notable media rights deals announced this week. Byron Allen's HBCU Go has locked in a 10-year agreement with the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference for cable, linear, streaming, broadcast, VOD, and pay-per-view. Some games will be syndicated to CBS-owned stations in New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta, Boston, Detroit, Miami, and Tampa. Previously, HBCU Go acquired rights in a 10-year deal with the Central Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Also, ESPN and the NCAA have agreed to an 8-year $920 million media rights renewal. That is 3 times the price currently being paid by ESPN. The renewal extends a contract that's been in place since 1979. That's the year ESPN was founded. The deal includes rights to 40 NCAA championships, 21 for women, 19 for men, along with international rights to the D1 men's basketball tournament. The deal takes effect September 1st. It's valued at $115 million annually. Of interest, ESPN has lost upwards of 4 million subscribers during 2023 alone. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.